Check, check. Hello. What is going on? Beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day out there. Seriously. I really do. I hope whoever's watching this, if you're hearing this right now, I hope you are having an amazing day. And if you're not, I think you should change your mind. Make it a good day. Do what you got to do to make today, the rest of today, a good day. And you know what happens sometimes? What happens to me when I'm having a bad day is I found out a loophole in life. When you're having a bad day, helping someone else have a good day tends to make you have a better day. So be generous, help somebody else out, do something out of your comfort zone, something that's out of the way, helpful to somebody else. Whether you're having a good day or a bad day, the next person next to you might be having a bad day. So anyways, I just, for whatever reason, I don't know, just popped in my head. I feel like I should say that, but either way, we here to flight sim and just enjoy aviation. We're on X-Plane 12 once again in the United 737-800. United, flying out of Pensacola, Florida to H-Town, my town, H-Town, my hometown, Houston, Texas, home of the Flight Sim Expo 2023. Definitely come through and see me. It's me, so many great people. Like, everybody's gonna be there. I mean, I don't want to start name dropping, but I mean, obviously I'll be there. XP is gonna be there. Navigraph is gonna be there. Freaking fly-by-wire team, or some of them is gonna be there. Aerosoft are gonna be there. Microsoft Flight Sim, like the actual Microsoft Flight Sim, is gonna be there. X-Plane, P3D. I think I heard Jeff Faviano and his homies are gonna be there. Captain Canada, I'm pretty sure, is gonna be there. Like, freaking everybody's gonna be there. And on top of that, besides who was gonna be there, because I can't wait to see you there as well, we're also gonna see Thrustmaster there, Honeycomb, with product announcements and all kind of stuff like that. You can just get a chance to get your hands on some of the gear you see us fly and stream on. So come through, get your tickets. You can use my promo code BLU to get 10% off your price. But yo, what's up? How y'all doing? Hi FMG. You're like a whole. You're you're dope, bro. What's up, IFMG? Welcome aboard, man. More Deadshot, welcome to the stream. What's the best plane in X-Plane? That's a good question. If you would have asked me that a few months ago, I would have said Zibo. But I think may be some better aircraft out there now. I mean, we got the MD-11 from Rotate. We have the Tolis A320neo, which is a freaking amazing right now. So Zibo's pretty good competitor. I'm not really sure, man. It kind of comes down to what you prefer. Abdul Baz, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. So a few more shout outs and welcomes. And we'll continue with our flight. We are on Vatsim network today. Again, flying from Pensacola, Florida to Houston, Texas. A nice short leg today. Nice and relaxing. HD simulation, welcome aboard, my friend. Says very interesting. Yes, brand new. This is a first look at Pensacola, Florida by FS Designs, I believe is the name of the people. Please correct me, Captain Lee, if you're here, if I got the name right. Ali Head, welcome aboard. Mikey D's in the chat. Reverend Alvin, welcome aboard, my friend, my brother. Greg Feaster, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well. Masaj, welcome. Oh, that's IFMG. You changed your name. Okay, confusing. Shaq, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well, my friend. Dark Lucianario, welcome aboard. Are you going to be using X Enviro? No, I am not. I have not used X Enviro in years, and I have no plans to go back. Currently, we're using default X-Plane weather with active sky injection. That's what we're using right now. Abdul, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I think Nightside Gaming, what is up, my homie? Welcome, my man. Welcome aboard. Good morning to you. All right, so brand new scenery coming out. It's not out yet, but it could drop later today or later this week, and we don't actually don't know the date of the scenery. I mean, I guess we can take a quick look at it. I guess since we're talking about scenery, we could take a quick look at it. And my keyboard has been giving me a lot of problems today. I'm gonna jump into the free cam using the C key, right? Is it C? Is that the button for a free cam? Bro, I'm not, I ain't been playing enough X-Plane lately. It's not C? I thought it was C. Either way, this is the airport. It's it's Pensacola. It's not a massive airport, but it's accurately modeled. There, you got all the terminals there. We're at Gate 3 right now, where United parks, and you get the whole terminal here. There are no interiors of the terminals, so again, this is not JFK. I mean, come on, you're getting spoiled out there, guys. We have the main area over here. Very well done. Got the parking garage. Back here we have the Hyatt. This is probably where the pilots usually stay. Got some covering, got the other parking lots, all the employee parking and the rental car places, stuff like that. Let's see if we keep going back. There's some construction out there at the edges of the airport. You got the entrances signs. Look at that. Terminal arrivals. Cell phone lot, economy lot, surface garage. Got another one here. Yep, arrival departures. That's pretty cool. A little circle area. Little roundabout right there. So, and then, again, I don't know. What's the HD? What is the free cam button? Yep. Okay, also, you have any questions about the scenery? The developer of this scenery, Captain Lee, is in the chat, which is super dope. So we can answer your questions if you have any. Or have any complaints. Definitely drop those now before they release it, because it's probably much harder to make changes after release than it is before release. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure what this little thing is, but that's kind of cool. Yeah, it should be C, but maybe I remapped it or something on accident. I don't know. So if you're a GA guy or business jet, this is a great airport to fly in. I like airports like this for that reason. I like airports where I can fly my airliner in there, and I can fly my my Piper in there. And there's some helipads over here too, so we're gonna do the helicopter ops. My X-plane actually has some really good helicopters. And you can see we're running very smooth, but again, I am on a 4090, so I should be. Here's a tower area over here, as well as the parking, employee parking for the tower. So I do apologize that I can't get quite as close of a look as I want to, because my free camera is not working. Might be because of X camera, to be honest. Let's see if I turn off X camera. Oh, still not working. Yeah, so yeah, that's Pensacola. It's funny because I was actually thinking the other day, man, I had a flight. I'm a part of Delta Virtual Airlines. Yeah, and I had like what I do with Delta Virtual is I allow it to generate like schedules for me. So I'll generate a schedule and have me fly like 5 different legs to random places. I don't know where they go. That's why I like it, because I can just kind of go places that I would not necessarily pick. So I had Pensacola as a destination one time, and I looked for scenery and had no scenery. I was like, well, dang it. But I still went there, but it kind of sucked parking at, you know, the usual apartment buildings that they have in both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. So, yep, there you go, some Vision Jets and whatnot. All right, so that is Pensacola. But yeah, so we needed it. It's definitely a much needed airport. It's not a JFK, but it's still a needed airport in the United States. Pensacola is a very well-used airport. You fly 73s in here, CRJs, ERJs, Delta, United, American, all the major airlines coming in here. All right, so I'm gonna kill the music. I have not personally flown the Zibo in a long time. Matter of fact, I don't remember the last. Actually, I do remember. Yep, I do remember the last time we flew the Zibo. We had the Flappy Bird wings. Yes, hopefully that's not a thing anymore. I don't think it is. I think I fixed that problem. That was an early access issue. All right, so let's go. Ground power is already connected. Turn that on. I'm actually turning the sounds up, because one of my favorite things about Zibo that I remember is the sounds. So I'm just gonna let the plane speak for itself. We're gonna get the aircraft set up and ready to go to Houston from Pensacola, and we are on Vatsim, but there's no ATC, so we'll stay on Unicom. All right. Battery, that's important. Window heat. And nav lights. I think it's this one. Yeah. So up top here, set our I almost called it a Deers. This is not an Airbus. IRS into nav. Here we go. Back down. Look at our emergency arm. Pop that. Seatbelt signs. Pop that. And that is all we need for now. So we're on ground power. We're on the GPU. Let's dive into our FMC. So I'm actually using a special FMC today. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it works. Is it working? Let's see. Oh, it might not work actually. Before I promote it, it might not work. Huh. Is it open? Running sim size. Yeah, because you guys, some of you guys know I use the Cockpit Masters FMC. I haven't tried it in a while. Maybe I need to update it. But it's not popping up on my screen, so I guess we're not using it today. That's fine. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. See those textures right there? Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. They're on the that PBR on the building looks pretty nice. The windows could definitely use some help. The windows are very flat, but the texture of the building itself is nice. Okay, so position initialization. We are in. I love the ICAO code for this airport. It's hilarious. I'll just let you guys. I'm not gonna say it. You guys can just read it out yourself. Kilo Papa, November, Sierra. Does that look familiar? Yeah. So we'll click that. Go over to the next page. We'll grab our GPS left and previous and set IRS position over to routes. Drop our airport right there. We are going home to our home base of IAH. And we'll go to departure arrival. So departing here out of runway 17 today out of Pensacola. I go to routes. I guess I'll activate it. Sure, why not? I don't think we have a departure. Or do we? No, no departure. No departure. All right. So no departure. We're just gonna go straight to our first waypoint. Which I can't see. I gotta get closer. There we go. Hinsey, Papa, Echo, November, Sierra. Oops. Echo, November, Sierra, India. What's up, Delta Sim Pilot? Welcome aboard. Mikey has the yeah. Where's my pilot uniform? I don't wear a pilot uniform. My pilot uniform is my normal clothes. Victor 198 is our airway. And then Loxley, Lima, Oxley, Lima Oxley. Oscar X-ray. I can't stop. I can't talk. I said Oxley now. All I want to say is Oxley. Lima Oscar X-ray Lima Yankee. Wow. Alonzo today is flying from LA to Dubai. Man, you love your long hauls, man. More power to you, my friend. How long you been flying and how long you got to go? All right, next waypoint is Romeo, Oscar, Mike, Yankee, Mike. I have a long haul to do today as well after our stream. Matter of fact, I would love if maybe you guys could help me decide what aircraft to fly for that long haul, and we could talk about that when we get airborne. All right, that's good. Go to arrival into H-Town. That's going to be the NC. I've actually never flown that arrival. NC Gurley, HRV. Wow, interesting names there. HRV. And what runway are we getting? 08 right. That's my favorite runway, actually, in Houston. 08 right. Mainly because from the airport you can see everything. And this is the runway that lands on top of my house. Not on top, but it goes over my house. My old house. Alright, so that's good. For transition, no idea. Let's find out. Let's find out. 08 right. Let's see. Oh, I see. We have to go around, aren't we? What does my arrival look like? You've been up for a little over 3 hours. You got 12 hours to go. Yeah, that's a freaking long haul. That's a freaking long haul. Yeah, so my next long haul is another 15-hour long haul, actually. We just finished one. I feel like I just landed. Thank you, Eves Dilly, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a blessed day so far. Yeah, if you guys caught my video I posted earlier this week, flying from Australia to Azerbaijan. This is a 15-hour flight in the 747. And I have another 14 or 15-hour flight to Miami. And I have to do it like today because I'm not going to have time to do it next week. Or I should say today going until tomorrow. Alright, so sorry about that, guys. Just trying to find out what our transition needs to be going into Houston. We could go either way. I feel like it would make sense to go north. Yeah, let's go north. So we'll do the north transition. We will do the north transition, which will take us over to Toro. I execute that. One thing I'm noticing since the last time I flew the Zibo in X-Plane 12 is it's a lot brighter than it used to be. I remember one of the biggest complaints when X-Plane 12, you know, released and people hopped in the Zibo, it was that the Zibo just looked way too dark. All right, let's get some fuel in here. Now that our aircraft is powered up, or not powered up, but it's loaded with the flight plan. So over to fuel, weight, and balance, and man, I feel like I kind of have like this nostalgic feeling flying the Zibo. Like, even though it's not old school, it's just, you know, I've been spending so much time in Microsoft Flight Sim and flying other planes. Just, you know, Zibo was the homie, man. Like, everybody loved the Zibo, you know, pre-Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, we need 17,000 pounds of fuel. Let's go grab that. 17. Take like 100 extra pounds. There we go. And payload total. Our payload total is 349. Basically 30. We'll go even with 35,000. Do that. 35,000. Alright, that's good. And we can call the fuel truck.
Ground flight deck phone is disconnected and starting refueling.
So are we... I can't remember. I guess this is instant. Yeah, I think it's instant. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so we're loading up with fuel. Let's go see our friend outside with the fuel hose. Oh my god, this keyboard is gonna be... I'm gonna chunk it. There he is, standing down there doing the fuel. Nice. Alright, so that's good to go. Anything else we need to take care of in the EFP? Have a tab. Don't need it. I'm not going to use it today. PA system. We can go ahead and welcome everybody aboard. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard. They're going to be underway shortly for the first leg. These three wonderful flight attendants, give them your attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention en route. Enjoy the flight. We'll talk to you once airport.
Yes, we are on Vatsim, JD. Okay, so that's good. Let's get everything else ready while we're waiting for that. We'll go ahead and wait on the APU. We'll see if we can get anything going on in here. Cruising at 32,000 a day. Our cost index is expecting to be 64. And then we have to wait for the fuel to finish for all of this stuff. But our cruise winds and ISA dev, we'll go ahead and grab that. ISA dev is +3. And then our cruise wind is 275/61. 275/61. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so we just gotta wait for that to finish. Anything else I can take care of while we wait? Not really. So we'll just kind of take another look at our flight plan, make sure there's no discontinuities. So far everything looks good. Once we put in our performance stuff, we'll get our, look at that barbecue. We got barbecue on the waypoints. That's what I'm talking about. That sounds good. I've been wanting barbecue for like weeks. I really have. Got strong headwinds today? Great. Yeah, we do actually, right? What up, bro? 2128, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Alright, how we doing on that fuel? Landing altitude is below sea level in Houston, so it's me 0. And I think we should be done. Nope, he's still going. Yeah, we got 6,000 pounds to go. We'll check chat out. Caught us early this time, bro. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. We are in, if you're just joining us.
All aboard!
Oh, welcome aboard, my friend. Oh my god, come on. Thank you, Eve said, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. I hope you are doing well. This keyboard right here, bro. Like, I legit want to book a ticket to New York City just so I can go to the Empire State Building and chunk both this keyboard and my mouse off the top of it. That's how I feel today. I'm not even kidding. Alright, we're good on ground handling. I'm gonna go ahead and call up. We'll drive away everybody up. Everybody can go. Getting paid to fly from home is the best. I bet it is, man. I bet it is. I bet. Or getting paid to fly home is the best, too. I tell you, man, look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's what I call having pride in your work. So it's a little cloudy out here. Let's take a look at the weather in Pensacola currently. In KPNS. Information. Let's see. Weather is 120 at 11 knots. Visibility is 10. Scattered at 1300. Overcast at 1700 feet. Temperature is 25, dew point 19 degrees Celsius. Altimeter is 2998. It is marginal VFR right now. So, I want to jump back into the aircraft and get our altimeter set in 2998 while I'm thinking about it. That's one time on the left side. And one time on the right side. Jump into our EFB. And they're almost done, just under 1,000 pounds to add. Let's go over and do some settings real quick. Configure and customize. We go to hardware. I'm gonna turn on to yaw. I'm not using any kind of nose wheel tiller. I don't have any axis on my controls right now to use as a nose wheel steering button or axis. So we're just gonna use my rudder pedals for that. Other than that, everything else should be fine.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Copy, copy, thank you. We'll catch you later, man. Have a good day. Alright, that sounds good to me, guys. Let's go ahead and start our flight leg. We're just about ready to push. We get the AP fired up and fuel pumps all turned on. Not that button. Good morning, Steve. How you doing, man? I heard you guys. Actually, I'm not sure if you joined them. Yeah, you didn't. I've heard that some of you guys had some fun driving last night. Just some practice. Monster-rific quarter block. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. But yeah, I'm definitely. If you guys have any suggestions for a keyboard, like wireless keyboards and mice, please let me know. Like, drop them on my Discord. Send me links. I'm like dead serious. I'm looking to order one like yesterday. But I am. I've been pulling my hair out this morning trying to do my normal work. Just trying to do basic stuff. Like, you know, like navigate windows and internet surf. You know what I mean? Like just normal freaking stuff. And it just, yeah. I'm probably going to complain about it in today's stream because it's an ongoing thing. Alright, now that we have everything loaded up, we can go and to our route page again, performance initialization, and we can grab our fuel loads. So our planned fuel, which I believe was, I already forgot what it was, 17,000, 17.0, or we could put 17, we'll do 17.1. That's what we actually brought. Reserves, what is a reserve A? $2.4. Reserve is 2.4. 2,400. Good morning, Mike. Central to the stream. Good to see you. Nightside, your dad's old boss had a small grass strip that he ran at A Spray Company from. Loved being able to get close to planes at a young age. Yeah, man, that's a big deal, man. It really is. Especially when you're young. You know, some kids are just not interested in aviation, even at a young age, and that's fine. It's just like everybody's born with different interests and passions. You know what I mean? And if you have a slight interest and passion for aviation, and you get a taste of it at a young age, or honestly at any age, you're stuck, man. Flaps 5, CG 27.8 with a trim at 4.5. Let's go ahead and do that right now. That's close enough. Alright, V1 137, VR 139er, and V2 148. That's looking good. Let's go back to our legs. You can see now our VNF information has been put in. Looks like our top altitude would be 29,000. No, okay. We'll cruise at 32,000 feet, but not for long. It's a short flight. All right, did I miss anything? Route page, takeoff, legs. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. We'll worry about the arrival frequencies and stuff a little bit later. All right, APU should be on. Let's check on that. Yep, it is. APU gens popping those on. 1 and 2. Go. All right, let's go down and we'll signal to the crew that they can disconnect the power and the air. So the ground crew will go downstairs and they'll unlock under the GPU, and then we'll also just tell them, hey, we're good on the chocks, which is this here. Actually, no, we're not good. Give me 5 minutes. Let's call out the pushback. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Better pushback to give me problems lately. Oh, look at that. Look who decided to work today. Huh. So it's so funny. Whenever I use better pushback now, since I, used to be a pushback driver, I can't help but think, if I was, working at this gate, how would I push this aircraft back? Now the line is right here. There is plenty of room here, and I'm assuming I can use it. So we're gonna use it. Yes, I would have pushed us back, like, kind of. There's a line, there's a non-movement area line here too. Okay, where does that go? Where does this go? It goes nowhere. Okay, I think we can use it. We'll put it back here, or we'll pretend like we can't go beyond that line. We'll put it here, and then we'll pull it back forward and straighten it out onto the taxi line. Like that, and hopefully this actually works out. And there's no other traffic, which is perfect.
Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Copy, V1. Come on,
Great
send the
news,
pushback.
Captain. Your tow's coming.
Copy. Thank you very much. All right, make sure the brakes are set. They are. We're gonna release the brakes and remove the chocks. Chocks are removed, and we can do another welcome for why not?
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, welcome aboard. They're going to be underway shortly for the first leg. These 3 wonderful flight attendants, give them your attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention en route. Enjoy the flight. We'll talk to you once you're aboard.
Alright, let's turn our beacon light on because we are ready to move. Anti-collision lights on. And we'll do a bit of a flow here. So we already got our IRSs lined. Yacht damper, we're gonna wait on that. We have our fuel pumps turned on.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
That's good. APU gens on. Don't need those lights yet. Seatbelt signs are on. Window heat, don't need probe heat. Leaving off the hydraulic pumps for now. No matter which one we use there. Door is closed. Thank you for the flight attendants. Trim air. We do have the AP one, so we get AP bleed, isolation valve, and packs to get some air in here. Here we go. Beautiful. We're ready to push. And we'll also get our altitude set. So again, no ATC at the moment here on Vatsim. So we'll just go straight to our cruise altitude at 32,000
Welcome aboard,
feet.
Captain. Tows connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Copy, standby.
Shortly after takeoff, we will be serving complimentary juice, coffee, and soft
I love
drinks.
Zibo.
The overwing window exit is designated an emergency exit row. If you're seated in this row, please refer to the safety.
Alright, brace leads to the push, tail left, please.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to push back from the gate, please check to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened. Seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright and locked position. All cell phones and electronic equipment need to be turned off at this time. If you have anything with
Up,
an
AMG.
on-off switch, it needs to be turned off. We have everyone take their seat and put their seatbelts on. After that photo, thank you.
This is obviously the before pushback announcement.
For your doors.
I should have waited for them to do that announcement for our pushback. Alright. Alright, let's get our TCAS on. Or not TCAS, our I'm pressing buttons right now and it's not responding. My keyboard. It's not. Okay, there we go. Button smashing! Okay. That always works. I can't even see this stuff.
Forward exit doors, 2 removable overwing window exits, and 2 aft.
What do you guys think, chat? Engine start from inside view or outside view? Send it right now.
The safety information card can be found in your seat back pocket. In the event of a water evacuation, use the life vest under your seat. Only remove it if told to do so. Remove the pouch, take out the vest. Place the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, and buckle it in the front. Once outside the aircraft, pull on the red tab to inflate. To manually inflate, blow at the tube at your shoulder. Once again, please check to make sure your seatbelts are...
Alright, we got outside. Outside it is.
In their full upright and locked position. And all your luggage is still leaving the aisle clear. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is never allowed in aircraft lavatory. Federal law also prohibits tampering with...
Okay, it works now. That's because I put you on camera. Alright, guys. Clear on to starting 2. Nice. Give it a second. We'll get fuel in here.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Darn fat fingers. Brake set. Clear disconnect. Show us a pin.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Don't buy this keyboard. Don't buy this keyboard. Are we good? I think we are. Starting 2. Let's go outside. Oh, my freaking door is open. Oh, we definitely lost some bags. Is it starting? I'm not sure if it's starting or not. I don't think it's starting. Oh, you know what? We forgot to turn the packs off. That's what it is. We forgot to turn the packs off. We're not getting enough air. There it is.
And we're
Now it's starting.
disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alright, waiting for 18. Yep, thank you. I left the packs on. Alright, here it is. Alright, watch your ears. My immersion. Sweet. Alright, let's get that door shut, because that really bothers me. Freaking ground crew. Somebody's getting fired. You already have this keyboard? Does it work for you? Because it's wireless. I have the wire plugged in because I thought maybe it wasn't charged. Maybe that's why. Because with the wireless keyboards, if it starts lagging and stuff like that, it's usually because of it's dying. But so we'll see. It's still doing it even now. All right. So clear on 1. Starting 1. I'll do this one from the outside view as well. There it is. Alright, and it looks like both engines are stable, left and right. Gens on. Repeat on. Yaw damper on. APU off. Dot pumps on. AP bleed off. Packs back on. Isolation valve to auto. Alright, over to takeoff page. 148 is RV2. And we're taking off runway 17 out of Pensacola today. And that's going to put us at a heading of standby. Of probably 170. Nope, 169. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And RTO, let's get our flaps down. By the way, today I am using the Honeycomb Bravo with the Flight Sim Factory mod. And I can show that on the screen here. I think I have a camera on that today. Let's see. Yes, I do. And it does have a flap lever with a detent. So, flaps 5. Yep, they're coming out. I did just do a review on it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've already shared my opinion. Thank you, HD. Alright, and now we can do a flight control check. Yep, that looks good. Go outside and check the rudder pedals. Right? Oh, that was an accident. That was an accident. How did I do that? Yep, that's working. That's a bit of a wave for everybody watching. And actually, you heard the APU cut off a second ago. And again. Alright, we're free and correct. We are ready to taxi. Oh, not that one. Alright, brace release.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you. I mean, it's good you're done early. That works for me. Alright, so we're currently at the terminal. We need to make our way over to 17. We'll take, you can circle around the terminal and then probably get on at Alpha 3. Yeah, let's go with that. Or, yeah, that'd be the easiest way. So, brakes release, we are a good throttle land. Pensacola traffic. United 116 taxiing to runway 17 Alpha, Pensacola. What up, Ted? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? How are you? Captain Ram, welcome aboard as well. Yes, I agree. I love wireless keyboards for the convenience, but when they die, it is very inconvenient. And I usually try to charge my mouse and my keyboard at night when I go to bed when I'm not using the PC, but sometimes I forget. Mr. Game Eagle, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well. Thank you everybody for stopping in. If you're just joining us, we are in Pensacola, Florida by FS Designs. This scenery is going to be coming out very soon, maybe, I'm not sure how soon, like this week maybe. We're just fixing a few issues with it, and it'll be ready to go for all of you people who want to fly into Pensacola on X-Plane 12. It does have all the water effects and things like that I personally complain about on a lot of sceneries that they don't implement. So I'm glad that they have it. You can fly Delta, American, United, Cargo, GA, everything comes in here, which is pretty cool. You're not seeing me on Vatsim. It could be because I don't know why that is. I'm signed in. Oh, let me try getting back on. Let me reopen it. Thanks for calling it out. Try it again. Hit connect. Alright, I should now be on Vatsim. There's a terminal over there. JetBlue. Does JetBlue fly here? That's a good question. Look it up on FlightAware. Right now, we're actually flying a real-world United flight, which is United Flight 1681. It actually just landed not long ago. 13 minutes early. Hopefully, we'll be just as good. Oh, we forgot to do this thing. Standby thing. It's really cool how it rotates like that. Yeah, I don't know if JetBlue flies in here. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, UPS like a 767 over there on our left. And let's get us a drive-by view here while we taxi by. Appreciate the Zibo for what it is here in X-Plane 12. Nice. Nice, nice. Look at that windsock over there. A little windy today. Yeah, there is a co-pilot add-on you can buy for Zibo and for multiple aircrafts in X-Plane 12. I think her name is Linda. Was it a Jar Design that made it, I believe? I haven't tried it. I think I had the one for the 321 and she started annoying me, so I turned it off. Alright, no traffic in the area, so we should be all good to go. Flight attendant, seat for takeoff.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Alright, runway 17, we're not going to stop at all. We'll set our chrono. This is like the one time I remember to set it. I very rarely remember to set that. Very rarely. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Auto throttle. Auto brakes are set to RTO in case I have to go have to do a rejected. Have a good flight, right? Yes, FS Realistic works with X-Plane. Matter of fact, it originated in X-Plane. It was originally called XP Realistic. And yes, I am using it. Alright guys, we're ready for takeoff. Let me see those togas in the chat. Run it up 40%. Let's go. I'm gonna take off. We're gonna make a left turn on the exit here. No departure. Alright, 4%. Engines are stable, looking good. Everything's in the green. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Chat is okay. I'm okay. Flight 10s are okay. Let's go. Ignore that. Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
80 knots.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
You're up. Goodbye, Pensacola. Alright, flying by hand. We're gonna vector ourselves back on course. Basically make a 180 here. Pensacola traffic, United 116, airborne passing 3,500. Departing to the west. Pensacola area traffic. Flaps up. Alright, watching our speed here got a little fast as we climb through the clouds. Instruments only at the moment. Trying to get my speed set at 250 here. Come on. Come on and click park. Oh, that's too much. Alright, we're basically on a left downwind right now for our departing runway. Airport is going to be on our left and low. Can't see it right now though. Got the aircraft trimmed out pretty nicely. Not too bumpy, surprisingly. So autopilot is not on. I'm just turning on the flight director stuff. Kind of give me an idea where we need to go. We're going direct to Penzi. And coming up to 10,000 feet, there it is. There's 10K, we can now go faster than 250 knots. And let's go autopilot on. Where's it at? Right, autopilot on. We'll switch over to LNAV. And VNAV. There it is. Very nice departure. Yeah, there's more train sim streams to come. Like I said, this is gonna be my last live stream for this week because I'm gonna be traveling myself. But when I get back, the videos and the streams will continue. Racing, trains, flying, maybe even some construction. We'll see. That looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, right there. That angle on that engine, that sun reflecting off of that thing, that looked pretty nice. Not sure how that translates to the stream, but that looks pretty sweet. I'm doing good, Bongo Faye. Welcome aboard, man. Hope you're doing good. How are you? Let's go to an outside view. I gotta get some outside. It's so funny. I was looking for my drone controller and forgot this is not Microsoft. Completely forgot. All I need is a keyboard. It's difficult to play on console. Why is it difficult to play on console? I'm gonna turn the sound down because I think when we go outside, it's gonna blow your ears out. Even though I would love to hear it full. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice view right there. Screenshot. Thank you so much, Micah. Thank you, Micah, for 6 months channel membership. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Tricker. Oh, baby. What's up, man? Welcome back, bro. I feel like every time you join, we're doing something different. Delta Sim Pilot, am I going to be signing autographs? For what? I'm not that important. Come on, for Flight Sim Expo? If you are at Flight Sim Expo and I'm at Flight Sim Expo at the same time, we get to hang out, we get to chill, I get to see you. I will more than welcome take a photo with you and sign almost anything you want. But I'm not that important, so you can just come say hi and we can talk, take a photo, whatever you want. All right, so we are above 10,000 feet. Land lights are all going off. All lights going off. All the Christmas lights are going off except for our position steady lights and our anti-collision lights. Logo light is unneeded here in the daytime. Zibo sign is still on. We're gonna hit the attendees sign. And
this is in regards to a special meal. Would you please identify yourself to a flight attendant? Passenger Escobar, please.
Passenger Escobar. Oh man. Pensacola is where you learn to fly. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. Is there like a flight school there? Or maybe another airport near it? Let's see. Not on intercept heading. You're lying, 737. Look at this. This is what intercept heading looks like right here. Alright, we're standard now. We are on everything. We're like on the flight plans. I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you want from me. I do not know what you want from me. Alright, so that's good though, I think. We'll see. If things go wrong, we know what direction to fly. West. Anyways, as I was saying, overhead is looking good. Flight attendants have been released. They're doing their thing now. I think that's what they heard. They can do what they want to do. Look at that view though. Man, that is nice. That is nice. You did ATP, went there for your private, and then finished in Stewart, KSUA. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. The good thing about this particular airport, if you happen to be on X-Plane, is it does have a GA area on the airport. Very nice GA airport with static GA planes, stuff like that. So I know that if I spend any time flying GA or any practice stuff like that, Pensacola is definitely going to be a great place for me to go to do some pattern work if they allow it. But that's pretty cool, man. I'm still, as far as my real life journey for aviation goes, it is not over. It is not a lost cause. I still fully intend to get my my pilot license. I want to start off with the private and work my way up to commercial. That's the initial goal. But obviously, you know, there's probably going to be more to do after that. But that's what I want to do. I just want to get to the point where I can be paid to fly somewhere, which is the commercial pilot license. But honestly, it takes money to get a pilot license, a lot of it, and until I get a lot of it, it's kind of on hold. But I'm definitely still gonna make it happen, hopefully sooner than later. But you never know, man. Things can happen really quick, really fast. Things can change. Like, for example, this freaking YouTube thing is a great example of something I in no way expected to be doing as much as I'm doing now, and getting the feedback I've been getting. It's been a massive blessing to me and my family. So anything is possible. I truly believe I do. Would I sign a durable power of attorney? What does that even mean, Chemical One? I don't even know what that is. Your way out of the flight sim loop. How is the new X-Plane? Any good payware? Honestly, the Tolis came out with an A320neo. That's pretty bomb. It's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed by it. It sounds amazing. They have both the Pratt & Whitney and the LEAP engine variants, with both having the sounds of the respective engine. And it sounds so good. It really does. So that's one thing I've liked recently as far as payware. Other than that, nothing else really. I mean, the Dash 8 is now compatible with X-Plane 12, which is still a plane that I really want to fly. And so I'm going to work my way around to fly it. I'm loving flying the payware MD-11. That plane is now worked up to be fully compatible with X-Plane 12 and a lot of fun to fly as well. This is actually my first time flying the Zibo in a while since it's been updated, and it seems to be much better. It seems to be much better. It looks better. The textures look crisper. Before, it looked, in my opinion, this looked crappy. I was like, eh. Like, I used to love the Zibo, and now it's something about the new environment they put it in. It just didn't work out. It looked like an X-Plane 11 plane in X-Plane 12, which is not good in my opinion. But now I like it. Now I like it. So yeah, there's not been a whole lot of activity release-wise of aircraft on X-Plane 12, sadly. So we've got the Tolis 320neo. We got the default A330 for X-Plane, which is actually a pretty good looking plane virtually. It sounds really good too. And they just updated it to add a custom MCDU to it, which I have still yet to try. I really want to do that too. So I have a lot of stuff I want to do as well. As you guys know, I do a lot of jumping around different sims, so I can only do so much, right? So I want to try the new 330 MCDU. But that's about it, man. We are waiting for a 777. It's been in the works for a long time from Flight Factor, and we're waiting for a 787 from Flight Factor. And I think that's all I can think of that's on the horizon for X-Plane. So I think the lifespan of X-Plane is going to really depend on these next couple payware releases. There's not been a lot of action for scenery for X-Plane 12, which is why these guys, FD Design, I think, the one who made Pensacola, that's why I appreciate them, because they're still out here hammering and grinding out airports for X-Plane 12 when everybody else has jumped ship and went to Microsoft Flight Sim. So that's kind of a bit of an update trigger for you, so you don't have to go do any research. But yeah, I still have fun in X-Plane. I still appreciate it for what it is. I know a lot of people are like, why do you play X-Plane when you can play Microsoft Flight Sim? But guess what? I play both. And I find what I enjoy in both. There's some stuff about X-Plane that Microsoft doesn't do, or doesn't do as well. And so if you have both, why not use both? Now, but if you're gonna start over, if you're brand new, I still recommend Microsoft Flight Sim personally. Like if you're just starting out or this is your first flight sim, like go Microsoft first. If you don't like what you see there, if you're like, I need more realism, then go to X-Plane. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, contrails. 12 o'clock. Might be Tricker's AIM 120 coming at us. Oh man. You have Microsoft Flight Sim, but it's been uninstalled for a while. Yeah, that's been good. Microsoft is hard to keep up with. If you step away from Microsoft Flight Sim, it changes so much. There's so many updates, world updates, sim updates. So, but yeah, whenever you get, whenever you're ready to try it again, man, let me know if you need any help catching up. I'm definitely willing to lend a hand. I know it's quite a lot to handle. I feel the same way about DCS World. Whenever I play DCS or leave DCS after a while and I come back, I'm like, what is this game? Like, how do I land a plane? Like, how do I turn on an F-18? Like, I'm just so lost. So lost. Alright guys, we're almost at our cruise level. And are we over the ocean? Are we supposed to be flying over the ocean? Let me check my map. Yeah, sorta. We're sort of supposed to be should be land on our right side. Yeah, I think what it is I am missing an ortho tile somewhere in Alabama, because it always warns me about it, but that's okay because there's nothing to look at anyways. It's all clouds. We can look over here at our avatar and then go to map. Map. There we go. Yes, we're over land. We're over Pascagoula. Pascagoula. Is that how you say it? Pascagoula? Is that Alabama or is that Florida? It's Biloxi, which Biloxi, that's... I should know this. I should know the answer to these questions. Is that a plane? Wait, when did the map get a TCAS? That's a freaking plane right there at 43,000 feet. Oh my god, I did not know there was like a map with stuff on it. You feel like most of the time Microsoft Flight Sim is updating and then you actually get to play? Yeah. Yeah. As if, yeah. I won't defend it. Oh, look, a green. What's the difference of a green plane? Oh, it's on the ground. It says 00. That's cool. That's pretty cool. You use all the three. Wait, so Charlie says, I use all three, P3D, X-Plane, and Microsoft Flight Sim. Bro, you must have a ton of space on your hard drive. They have airplanes that you want to fly when other sims don't have, but still enjoy all three. But yes, it is an expensive hobby, but so is racing in real life, or flying in real life. All very expensive, if they're a hobby to you. So, I stopped feeling bad about prices and how much stuff costs in flight sim, because when you look at how much stuff costs in real world aviation, we can't complain. Especially when you start looking at trying to become a real pilot, trying to get a pilot license, you got to pay for like a logbook and this and that and some freaking headphones. It makes 0 sense why headphones cost so much for aviation. 0 cents in my opinion. Like, it's freaking 2023. The technology's been around for like 500 years, and you're still charging $1,000 for freaking noise cancellation. Sorry, it makes no sense. You just triggered me for a second. Makes no sense. So, Avatar 06.1 is out. Is this what I have, or do I have an older version? because I don't know. I haven't updated it since I downloaded X-Plane 12. Would I ever do YouTube full time if it gets big enough or not? Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's like the dream. That's like everybody's dream, is to like literally work from home doing what you love. That is the dream. And if I were to go full time doing YouTube, I would be working from home and I would be doing what I love. And I technically already work from home and do what I love, just not flight sim. So I love this more, so this would be even cooler. So that would be a dream, man. We're not what happened. If that could happen, it's possible, but hopefully not in 500 years. Axel. So how much? You know how much do? Let's see. I'm gonna Google aviation headphones. Let's see. I'm just gonna Google it and we'll see how much it costs. I know there's like the expensive ones and there's like the cheap ones. Look at this, Sporty's Pilot Shop. What's the wing view? Oh, hold on. Hold on, we gotta update the peoples. We gotta update the peoples.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruising altitude. Flying to smooth, so I'll turn the seatbelt sign on. I would like to ask you to do favors, so please keep your seatbelt fastened on seats just in case we get find an unexpected bump. Also, please don't fall in line and rest in the forward galley lavatory area. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you enjoy the trip. Have a great week.
I'm not sure if you guys could hear that announcement, but it was very accurate. And by accurate, I mean unreadable. You ever been on a plane and the pilot's like, like you don't understand anything he's saying. You understand nothing he's saying. All right, so I'm on that Sporty's Pilot Shop. By the way, Mayday. I'm gonna check out the Avatar update, man. That sounds cool. You get Navigraph support, VFR charts, and stuff like that. That sounds amazing. So I just kind of Googled it. I went to Sporty's Pilot Shop, very popular place to get your aviation gear. And the first headset that comes up is the Bose A30 for $1,249. There's a cheaper Bose for $1,095. There's a Lightspeed Zulu 3 headset for $900. Let's keep going down here. David Clark, very popular, the green headphones, the green ones. Those are the David Clark. We actually use those when I was working on the ramp as well for ground crew. $895 for those, but there is a $400 version. I don't know what that one does. It says the David Clark H10 13.4. There's another David Clark H10 13S stereo, whatever that means, for $350. That's still a lot for freaking headphones, and that doesn't include all the wires and stuff, which costs $150 for a stealth audio link. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel bad spending some money for an aircraft in my virtual flight sim. Now, if I had to pay for this as well, I wouldn't have money to. I feel like if I spent all my money doing real world aviation, I wouldn't be able to afford to flight sim. Because all my money would go to that. And then think about, ForeFlight, for example. You got to pay a whole bunch of money for ForeFlight. And we get Navigraph right now for like $4 a month. So, can't complain. I really can't. But, I'm still, gonna try to get into that world. So, and that's why I say aviation is expensive. And that's in the US. I'm not sure how you guys are doing in Europe. Clay, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the A30s are crazy expensive. The subway drivers in Boston, mainly on the red line, they literally mumble on the Nest stop. Porter sounds like. That is hilarious, man. Yeah. You can tell they just don't care about their job. It was like, nobody's listening to me anyways. Flight plan goes away. I haven't tried that. MD10, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Do I have a nose view? I do have a nose view. I like that camera. We'll hang out there. All right, guys, so we're inbound. We're cruising at 32,000 feet on our way to Houston, Texas, home of Flight Sim Expo 2023 and home of Blue Games HQ. So headed that way. I don't know how far we are. I'm a bad streamer and I don't have a counter at the top of my stream saying that we're this far away when we're going. So you just have to ask in the chat. And we had to use some math in the FMS when we go to the VNAV page and find out that we are 222 miles from our top of the descent and we should be there at 1727 Zulu. And what time is it now? Glad you asked. It is 16:58. So who's good at math? Oh, that's not right. It's not 16:58. What time is it? What time is it, Zula? 16:54. So yeah, subtract 16:54 and 17:27, and that's how long until our top of the descent. And then, yeah, probably like 15 minutes after that we'll land. Yes, this is the Zibo. Wow, Clay's fast. 33 minutes. Thank you. Wow, really? Nice. It's the same voice tone as the police air unit radio. That's so true, man. Sometimes they don't even make an announcement. You know, I personally depend on those announcements. When I'm traveling and I jump on, you know, I call it foreign, but you know, when I'm on a train system somewhere else I've never been to before, and you know, I'm like, all right, I'm taking the train from the airport. I kind of really depend on them saying the right thing because I don't know where I'm going. And if they don't say, hey, the next stop is this is the final stop. If you don't get off now, you're screwed. That's what I need to hear. That's what I need to hear. Thank you, HD. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. It was fun. Bro, speaking of hand flying, it felt great. Flying the Zibo felt great on departure. It really did. Like it felt great on rotate. Like, I mean, yeah. It's funny because yesterday we did a live stream flying with my new Moza racing wheel, and now I'm like obsessed with force feedback, and I want force feedback on everything. I'm like, why does my yoke not have force feedback? Why do my rudder pedals not have force feedback? Why does my throttle not have force feedback? So it would be nice, but I know that there is a force feedback yoke that exists, but it's ridiculously expensive. So we're not gonna have one anytime soon. But yeah. Do I prefer the Zibo or the Level Up? I prefer Zibo. Yes, that's correct, HD. It feels natural. Now, I can't say too much because I've never flown a real 737. But from what I expect as a simmer, the Zibo feels just right on when it comes to hand flying. G.Skill in the chat. What's up, man? Welcome aboard. Well, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Matter of fact, I appreciate if you're watching this right now and you're not live. If you made it this far and you're not watching live, you are a true viewer. Nothing against my live people because they're here. Like, they earned their stripes. But like, for someone to go back and watch a live stream, and how long we've been live? Let's see. We've been live for an hour and wow. We've been live for an hour and 15 minutes. If you literally sat here or listened while you're working for an hour and 15 minutes and made it this far, you deserve a shout out. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out. Because usually most people, and I know we all do it, I do it myself. If you don't catch it live, all you do is you watch takeoff and you watch landing. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just the way we are. That's the most exciting parts of a flight. So, but yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching now live, anybody who's watching in the future. So thank you so much. Nightside, you want to draft practice with me? I'm down, as long as you don't wreck me. I'm definitely down, man. You know, Nightside, me and you have been teasing each other for like years about playing iRacing together. I don't know how it's not happened yet. Fly with Rookie is in the house. What's up, man? I'm looking forward to seeing you at World Flight this year, man. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well, man. Hopefully everything's going good with you, man. Hope work is going good. Hope your family's doing good, man. I just want to say thank you again for the hospitality when I came out to Ontario last time. Really appreciate it. Ricky, man, HD, all you. I'm calling everybody out. Who's going to Flight Sim Expo? Let me know in the chat. Ricky, you gonna be there? HD, you gonna be there? I heard they're doing a I heard they are doing a workshop, like a component building workshop where they help you build like a switch or something like that for your flight sim, which I think I may have to enroll in if there's any slots left. I know the slots are filling up real quick. Get a little bit of bounce here. Go outside. Turn that down a little bit. That sounds amazing. But I gotta turn. It hurts me to turn it down, but I gotta turn it down. We just cruise, we hanging out, we talk, we conversating. That's good, rookie. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. It does look fine, Clay. I gotta say, man, I'm actually impressed this time. Last time I flew the 737 on X-Plane, which was months ago, before a lot of the updates and changes, I was unimpressed. I was really surprised. Matter of fact, actually, back when I first got my RTX 4090, which was just a few months ago, the first plane I could not wait to fly was the Zibo 737. I loaded it up and I was very disappointed. I was like, this looks like crap. I was like, this looks like crap. But now, Zibo has done it again. What's going on, beautiful Midnight Maverick in the chat? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. I've been seeing Maverick's been working. Maverick's been grinding, man. Grinding hard. Oh, look at that. There we go. Now we got some ortho underneath us. That's a freaking screenshot. Man, this is the X-Plane. Yeah, I gotta take the shades off to make sure I'm seeing right. This is the X-Plane I remember right here. This is the X-Plane that I fell in love with. I'm not kidding. If you're in chat and you think this looks ugly, you're in the wrong industry. Because this right here is the X-Plane that I fell in love with years ago. The clouds are not, you know, perfect, but you get a taste. You know what I mean? Xavier 902, welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you with us. You gonna go rob a bank so you get a setup like mine? Well, just call me from jail. We could chat about train sim whenever you want. Oh man, you broke your monitor? That sucks. Well, hopefully you can get it fixed or get a new one sometime soon. Just save up. It might take some time, but just save up for it. Do I have any cinematic shots on X-Plane 12? I have not spent a lot of time in the Zibo specifically, so I have not made any for the Zibo. I mean, we can make one right now if you want. You wanna make one right now? Or we can just keep talking. Let me know. 171 miles from top of the Sense. We have a little ways to go. Right now, I'm just using my keyboard. Make one? All right, we can make one. Nice. You're gonna see HD at Flight Sim Expo. That's dope, man. Looking forward. It's gonna be it's gonna be like a family reunion. I'm not even. There's so many people gonna be there. I can't wait. I really can't wait. All right, so guys, by request in chat, we are going to make a new cinematic camera view for the Zibo. So all of these preset cameras that I use in my live streams for X-Plane specifically are all preset. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing a button and it's going through all of my preset cameras that I have already made. So I can at any time I can go to these cameras and just chill and enjoy the view. And that's what I do in my flights. I just pick a view and I hang out. I have some wing views as well that I chill in, like these. On Train Sim World 3 on your gaming monitor, what is better response time? Low, medium, high, or off? Response time. Trying to understand what that means. Response time. Probably want the highest, I would assume, right? Any oh, that's a great view. Ay, ay, ay. Should we start there? We should start there. Yeah, we should start there. Let's make a really dope landing view. Alright, X camera, toggle control panel. I'm going to make a new camera based on this camera. A new category. I'm going to open up the advanced options. I'm going to go and make sure our effect plugins are turned off. Let's do Advanced transition to linear. Transition frames. Let's go with 3,000 frames. We'll do one other option I'm looking for here. It's this one. We don't set it yet. All right, so this is good. I'm gonna scroll like here. That's good. I'm gonna hit save. This is the first camera in the cinematic sequence, and we're gonna go make a new camera based on that camera inside this category. And I am going to just go straight back, like something like that. Now this is gonna look pretty lame in the air, but when we land, when we do our landing replay, this is gonna look sick. So that's it. That's the whole camera sequence. Just 2 cameras. That's gonna rotate over and over and over and over forever. And I'm gonna go to enable auto advanced next camera. I am missing something. Oh yeah, enable smooth camera join, and then I'm gonna hit my next camera option. I'm gonna go map that setting for this one as well. Enable auto advance and enable smooth camera join. Save. Now I can go hands off, and the camera is automatically moving in between those 2 spots. Now again, when we're landing and the gear's down and we're like, this looks sick. So we're gonna make another one that's more for like when we're airborne. You're very welcome, Aviation Master. Very, very welcome. All right, let's make a new cam. Let's see, maybe we can base off one of my old cameras. Maybe like this one. Yeah, we need a orbit camera. One thing that's cool is you can actually create an orbit camera. How do I haven't done it in a while. I'm not gonna do it now because I don't remember how to do it. I'll just make an orbit camera. Yeah, let's start here. All right, add to end. Once again, this is an exterior camera, so we're gonna go with like maybe 20, I don't know, I'm just guessing on these numbers. 2,500 frames. Might not be enough, might be enough, might be too little. We're gonna do enable level camera, that's already set. Enable smooth camera join. Advanced transition to be linear. Save that. Auto advance, that's fine. Save that, and we go to add to end. So it's gonna make a second camera. Now we're on the second camera, and we're moving the second camera. It's gonna move the second camera to like behind. Let's do like here maybe. Yeah, like that might be kind of cool. And you know what? Let's like zoom out a little bit. No, let's go close. Let's stay close in. Save. And now making a third camera using those same settings, rotating it, and we'll zoom out this time like that, something like that. Save, and I think another one. And this one can be, I guess, even higher, kind of like an overhead view, like that. Save. Your 5th camera, rotate this one around to the other side of the nose. We'll drop it down this time, get a little close, like that. Save. Camera 6, we'll keep that motion going down. It's kind of making an orbital camera. Get right below, maybe something like that. Save. And once I hit X, it should play the animation. There it is. All right, let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, I like it already. I like it already. Thank you. This camera view is thanks to Clay Aviation for suggesting I make this. I wasn't gonna do it, but man, that looks good. That looks. Look how smooth it is too, man. Butter smooth. We're currently flying over Louisiana. We just flew over New Orleans, which is behind us and to our right. You can kind of see all the rivers down here. They come out of New Orleans to the west of New Orleans, of Nolens. Yeah, it looks good. That's a good camera view. It's good. So smooth. Yeah, like I said, man. When I first got into X-Plane, you know, it wasn't the prettiest sim. It's still not the prettiest sim. But when you add ortho, you add a few add-ons to it. Some people like to use reshades. I don't use any reshades. I'm not a fan of them. But it's down to preference as well. It really is. I mean, I'm thankful enough to have a freaking NASA computer now that I can even handle to turn up my settings on X-Plane. But if you're running lower settings on X-Plane, it's probably not worth it. Clay Aviation, is X camera worth it? 100%. 100% worth it. The Flying Scotsman, what's up, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. God bless you. If you guys are just joining us, we are cruising just over New Orleans, Louisiana. We took off out of Pensacola, Florida, in the new scenery from FS Designs, which is coming out soon. And we are on our way to Houston, Texas, home of Flight Sim Expo 2023 and home of the Blue Games HQ and the Houston Rockets and the champion Astros and the Texans. They're not doing too hot right now, or they weren't. Big Jess, what's up? Welcome to the stream as well. Also, if you are a train enthusiast in chat, don't worry, we do have more train sim streams coming in the future. It's just so much going on, so much to keep up with. Oh yes, almost forgot. Okay, so I have a long haul to do, right? So early this week I posted a video. I did a flight in the SSG 747-800 freighter from Melbourne, Australia, for a 15-hour flight to Azerbaijan, Baku, which is over on the eastern side of Europe, I think. And that was a good flight. Decent flight, took a while, you know, it's a long haul. But I have to do another one because after the Baku Grand Prix, which comes up this weekend, can't wait for that, for F1, for Formula 1. The weekend after that, the exact weekend after that, we have the Miami Grand Prix. And so I am trying to prepare for my video flying to Miami. So I'll be flying from Baku, Azerbaijan, to Miami as another 14 to 15 hour flight. Sheesh. So my question to you guys is, what aircraft would you recommend me fly? Obviously, a lot of you guys may be actually watching that video when I posted, so I would like to kind of get some feedback. What would you guys like to see? We've already flown the 777. We've flown the 747 on Microsoft and on X-Plane. We flew the 737 for a shorter flight on Microsoft. So we could do Microsoft or we could do X-Plane. I personally would prefer to do Microsoft because of scenery reasons. We're flying over Europe, over UK, and that's not going to look good on X-Plane. Thank you, Diego, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blu-ray family. Welcome aboard. That's not going to look too hot on X-Plane. So I would prefer to do it on Microsoft. It's a 6,000-mile flight, so not every aircraft can make it. And I don't have time to make fuel stops. Travel T says my heart jumped. We actually don't have a train called the Flying Scotsman, I don't think. Not on Train Sim World. I think it's on Train Sim Classic, I believe. I believe it is. But I don't have that add-on, sadly. But yeah, so what do you guys recommend? Right now, I'm debating in flying the 787, which can make the full trip, no stops, on Microsoft Flight Sim. Continue doing a second leg in the 747 on X-Plane again, which can also make the full trip, no stops. The 777 might just make it. I have the Captain Sim 777, which is not the most popular 777. That's the only one that I prefer. That's the only one I am willing to fly. I don't want to fly the old 777 in X-Plane because I think it's crap. And I don't have P3D. So my only option is to fly the Captain Sim right now. So, and I think it can just barely make the trip. Other than that, I think those are really my only options. I'm not going to fly the 747 again in Microsoft. That's not an option. So far, I'm hearing people say 787. Now, here's the thing about the 787. There is no cargo variant of the 787. Which is fine. Part of the F1 World Tour, sponsored by Moza now, is going to be, transporting not only cargo, but also transporting, teams, officials, people who are working at the race, stuff like that. So I definitely want to mix in some passenger stuff. We haven't done that yet, so I'm definitely down to do that. So my question is, what do you think I could get away with? Because the first comment that I always get when I fly an passenger airline somewhere that doesn't usually go is that American doesn't fly that route. Or United doesn't fly that route, or Emirates doesn't fly that route. And I'm like, listen, this is a special charter. So, which is probably how I'm going to sell it. I'm going to be like, listen, this is a special charter by whoever. Right now, I know Turkish Airlines does fly in and out of Baku. Azerbaijan Airlines flies out of there. We could make up a new charter and be like, hey, listen, we're going to America, so why not fly American Airlines? And we can, say that American Airlines has been contracted to charter some F1 team from Baku to Miami. So I could go that route. I just don't want to get the backlash of America doesn't fly direct, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I don't care. I do what I want. Sounds good, travel team, man. We'll catch you later, man. Thanks for coming by, hanging out with us. It's true. It's true, HD. It is IFR flying. It is true. And I don't know what the time of day, like my last flight, my 15-hour flight from Melbourne to Baku was completely in daylight. Like the sun never set for 15, even more. Because when we landed in the afternoon. We landed at 5 o'clock in the evening. So the sun never set, which is cool. And I'm kind of thinking the same thing might happen again since we're going the same direction for about the same amount of time. The sun might not set if I do a daytime flight at the right time. So IFR is definitely a key and important. But at the same time, one thing that really was special to me in my first and second leg of the F1 World Tour was we flew into, our first leg was into, where we fly to? Abu Dhabi. No, it was in that area, Middle East somewhere. And being able to see some of the scenery flying in there was like, oh, it's just so nice. Because sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's not, right? If it's daytime, I want to see things. And then when we flew our flight, and where was that other flight? We flew to Melbourne. We flew over like these really cool sand dunes. I don't know where it is still, but there's no way I would have ever seen that if I had flown on X-Plane, unless I specifically downloaded ortho for that area, which I would not have known to do because I had no idea that that existed there. And that's the reason why I like, if I'm gonna fly over a lot of land, I want to kind of do it on Microsoft, honestly. But, you know, I really did enjoy flying the SSG. Everything worked as it should. I love the way the cargo door opened in the front and the nose. I already have my animated camera set up for it. So I could do that. I do have scenery at the stop and start points. So I have scenery in Baku and I have scenery in Miami. So for takeoff and landing, I'll have ortho, but for everything in the middle, I won't. Which includes, let's see, I think my flight tracks takes me over UK, which I think I do have scenery in UK. It must be a very short portion. Let me see, I can't remember. I was doing some flight planning earlier today. Where is Baku? What's over there? Yeah, so we fly over like Georgia, like, you know, south of Russia, I think. Turkey area, like all of Europe. We're gonna go through all of Europe, Poland, all that. And then over UK, we're gonna go over Ireland, and we hop on the North Atlantic track to like St. John, and then make our way down the east coast of United States. So, yeah. It really is HD. It's the only option to have in Microsoft, sadly. And it's also something I haven't done yet. The question is, what livery would I fly? If we fly the 787, which I'm kind of narrowing things down to, which I'm obviously going to use the, the heavy D mod. Hopefully it works. I haven't flown that plane in so long. I hope there's no, like, problems with it, because, like, doing these long hauls is so risky, man. You're flying for so long, and you can't afford for anything to happen for the entire length of time, whether it be your power going out, you know, Microsoft freaking updating in the middle of it. Who knows what can happen? So you got to have a very dependable aircraft. And the 747 from Salty surprised me that we made it. The 777 also surprised me that we made it. And the 787, if we make it with that, will definitely surprise me as well. What do I think of the sprint race? You know, I don't know. I'm still kind of torn about the sprint race in Formula One. Let me see. How are we doing on time here? Yes. All right, really quick. While I'm talking about the sprint race, we're going to set our altitude for our bottom of altitude. So, yeah, man, this is the first sprint race of the season for Formula One, which basically just means it's not the normal Formula One format. It's not just practice, qualify, race. It's practice, qualify, sprint race, practice, race. I think that's how it works. It's kind of weird. I don't know, man. It definitely gives us more racing. I guess from that aspect of just wanting to see more racing, that's good. But I don't know. I'm not a purist either when it comes to Formula One, because I haven't been really in the Formula One that long. I mean, it's been years, but not that long. So, yeah, I like that they're trying something new. I do appreciate that, and I think we should see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. But it is kind of cool to kind of get an extra race. I guess the weird thing is how its importance to the main race, right? I do kind of feel like it takes away from the specialness of the main race because you already kind of know who's fast. You're not going to get much faster between the sprint and the actual race. If you're the fastest at the sprint, you're going to be the fastest at the race. And if you win the sprint, you start in first, you're probably going to win the race. And so it's kind of like a spoiler in a way. It's like watching the race before the race. So in that aspect, it's not the best. But I do like that we get an additional race. And it kind of gives some more guys some chance because the people who you think are going to be fast or who are fast could wreck out. They could, you know, a lot of things could happen. So for some of the teams in the back, I'm excited about the middle, about the, you know, the less fast teams getting a chance to kind of maybe get a better position and mix up the grid. So yeah, it's kind of like, I'm down to check it out. I'll be watching though for sure. I'll be out of town this weekend, but I should be able to watch on my phone, I hope. And if not, I'll definitely be watching when I get back, watching the replay. Definitely. But yeah, man, today I gotta say, I mean, yeah, I did do an X-plane flight for the long haul not long ago, but it's been a while since I've jumped into X-plane 12 and was this excited about the visuals. We're still flying over the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, and there's one other thing that I don't think a lot of people know about, and we're planning on the Blue Experience to kind of spotlight it here soon. But I'm not sure if you guys follow along. Me and XP72, another YouTube live streamer, we have a aviation and flight sim podcast we've been doing for a while, and we had an interview with Aerosoft recently, and he gave us some insight and information on their new A330 coming to Microsoft Flight Sim. It sounds like they have a lot of good progress. Matter of fact, I just heard that they went into beta, I think, this morning. So that's pretty cool. But what's exciting also about that interview is that he mentioned that there's a new project called, I think it's called Aerosoft Offshore Landmarks Gulf of Mexico, which is where we are right now. We're currently flying over the Gulf of Mexico. So like all the area between Texas and Florida, that's all the Gulf of Mexico, like north of Havana, Cuba, and Mexico, all that. And so one of my favorite add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim right now is the H-145 helicopter and the Offshore Landmarks North Sea. And apparently it's been doing pretty good. A lot of people have been enjoying that, and they're coming up with a second version of that where they're going to be doing the same thing over in the Gulf of Mexico. So whether you're in the helicopters or not, you get to see I think it's thousands of extra offshore elements and objects and buildings, oil rigs and ship traffic, stuff like that, all off the Gulf of Mexico. So it'll be pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to that, because I know it's a very busy area for the oil industry. So I'm definitely going to be flying my helicopter in there, but I'm also looking forward to doing flights like this where you fly over the Gulf of Mexico or next to it, and you can see oil rigs and ships off in the distance. And it's like that in real life. When you fly over the Gulf of Mexico, or even just being on the beach in Galveston over here in Houston, you can see in the distance all the ships hanging out there waiting to get into dock. It's really cool. Alright, welcome to the stream, and how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Hope you're doing well too. XP72, never heard of him. Saturday morning, and then the sprint race in the afternoon. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, it's been a bit different, so I'm just excited to go racing again, man. It's been like 3 weeks since we've had a race for Formula One, so looking forward to that. I've been obviously watching all the NASCAR races, keeping up with that, and that's been interesting. But nothing's like Formula One, man. Nothing's like Formula One. I've also been watching GT racing too. They've been streaming on YouTube a lot lately, GT racing, which is cool. I still don't really completely understand the format of how they race and the different classes and stuff like that, but it's still kind of cool to see, especially since I've been getting into Assetto Corsa competition. Oh, Rod, I never put that together. I didn't know you were Data. Sweet, man. Welcome, bro. Good to see you. All right, we are... Oh, let's check on that. 26 miles away from our top of the descent. We're descending here in just a few minutes. I've already got my altitude set to 6,000 feet as our bottom altitude of our arrival into Houston, Texas. And the aircraft, because we're in a Boeing, and Boeing is great, it'll descend on its own with the VNAV once we get to our top of descent marker coming up in just a few miles. Actually, that's not right. 24 miles. Sorry. So, been pretty smooth air, a bit of clouds. We might get some rain because here in real life, I'm seeing some dark clouds in the distance. So I'm not sure if it's raining at the airport or if we might fly through some rain before we get there. I'm not really sure. It'd be a good idea to check the weather. Let's go ahead and check the weather in Houston just to get an idea of what we're in for today. So the weather in Houston right now is actually VFR. Okay, 140 at 15 knots. Temperature is 10. Sorry, not temperature. Viewpoint. Visibility is 10. 10 miles. Scattered 1,700 feet. Broken at 7,000. So it is low VFR. Broken at 25,000. Temperature is 252.21. Altimeter is 2988. So it's it's VFR at the airport, but I think around it there is some scattered clouds going on around it. Do we have yeah, we do have a forecast. Let's see what the forecast says, right? Let's see what the forecast says. We are expecting rain later, like around 1500, whenever that is. So it could rain. We might fly through some rain clouds to get into the city. We'll see. So if you are going to Flight Sim Expo, most likely you are going to be booking your flight to the South Airport. There's 2 airports in Houston. There's IAH, Houston Intercontinental, that's what they call it. And then there's HOU, which is Hobby. And the actual Flight Sim Expo event venue is much closer to Hobby, which is HOU. So if you're considering going to Flight Sim Expo this year in June, I recommend book a ticket into HOU, into Hobby. I know Southwest flies into there, Delta flies into there, I believe. I don't think United goes into there because United's like big hub is IAH in Houston. So it's a bigger Hobby is a smaller airport of the 2. But it's also like the budget airport. I don't know. It's like the ghetto one, to be honest. But I haven't been there in a while. I hate going there because for one, it's like really far away from me. The other one, the Northern Airport, is close to where I live, so I never go to Hobby. But if you're looking to fly in there, make sure you get a ticket to Hobby and a hotel near Hobby. That'll be closest to the event. Yes, American Airlines, I think, fly there as well from DFW. Yeah. Get ready to enjoy Houston traffic. It shouldn't be that bad. I mean, if you rent a car and want to go, I guess, explore the city, then yes, get ready for traffic. But if you're just going to be at the event, there's going to be shuttles and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry too much about traffic. If you want to go to the beach is probably how far is the beach from where the event is? I think the beach is like a 30 to 45 minute drive south from where the event is. It's a straight shot. Like you hop on one highway and it takes you to the water. That's just how simple it is to get there. And you obviously want to rent a car for that. You do not want to get an Uber to the beach. That'll be very expensive. So I know some people I heard are going to be going to the beach like after the event or sometime before or during the event. So that's an option. It's not the nicest beach. It's our beach. It's not the nicest beach. It's not California. It's not Florida Beach. It's not that nice. All right, here it is, our top of the descent. We've reached it. Let's go make our announcement. It's not the nicest beach, but it's our beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent. I have turned the seatbelt sign back on. I'd like to ask you to please return to your seats. Buckle up for the short duration of the flight.
Sounds good, Rob. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's going to be at next year, but yeah, man, definitely at some point make it through. Even if DCS is your thing, if you're not into like civil flight simming, like regular flight sim, it's still good even if you're into DCS and stuff like that too. I don't know if we're gonna have any DCS developers there. I would love to get DCS more involved into this side of aviation, or flight sim aviation. It'd be amazing to see Eagle Dynamics or Razbam or somebody like that. I think honestly, it would be so smart if DCS or someone from DCS, whether it be the whole company or just an aircraft developer, it would, because there's a lot of people who fly 737s and play X-Plane Microsoft Flight Sim that don't know what they're missing when it comes to DCS until they try it. I remember last time Thrustmaster had a booth, and they had Microsoft and they had DCS World running in their booth, and it was really cool to allow people to kind of get a chance to try out DCS. It's like a basic mission. You kind of like fly through some gates and stuff like that, but it still kind of gives you a taste of it. But I'm telling you, man, if you allow some people to get a taste of DCS, they will not go back. Drews can say that's true. Oh, sweet. I didn't know you were in the civil aviation too, Rod. That's cool. You have the Phoenix 320 and the PMDG 737-700, but you don't fly as much as Microsoft, or as DCS. Oh, understood. Cool. Yeah, I do both. Probably more of this than DCS, but it depends on what my interest is. But yeah, sadly, no DCS stream for me this week. I would love to. I'm not sure if you were flying too, man, but I heard that you guys had a great flight with Dre and Leo last week. Or was that this week? That was this week, actually. I think it was Monday. I can't remember what day that was. Yeah, I agree. DCS is the best flight sim out there. Yeah. Agreed. Falcon BMS is rapidly coming up as your favorite sim. The actual simulation is so much better than DCS, just a shame the graphics are worse. Huh, what is that? Falcon BMS. Is that like a F-16 sim or something like that? Let's look it up. Falcon BMS. FalconBMS.com. As real as it gets. Yeah, that's what everybody says. So I guess, is it free? Because I can just hit download right now. Falcon BMS is a F-16 sim. It has a super in-depth dynamic campaign, incredible in-game ATC, and great in-depth simulation. It's community modded that comes from Falcon 4.0. You need Falcon 4.0. What is Falcon 4.0? You guys are introducing me to some things I have never heard of. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, if you make a simulator that's based on one plane, like, you have no excuse to make it amazing, you know? Like, they don't have to worry about F-18 avionics and stuff like that. All you got to worry about is the F-16 and the things the F-16s worry about. That's it. And I know I make it sound simple and easy when it's not. I think I saw a video once about this game. I didn't know what game it was, but I think it was this. I'm looking at screenshots now, which apparently you guys are saying is not the best thing graphically. So is this the... So is Falcon BMS the X-Plane of the combat aviation world? Anybody understand what I'm saying here? Is this the train sim classic of of the basically, yeah, it says Ted. Still has old 1998 graphics with some updates along the way. Like, I think it was XP that said it. Maybe it was Mikey, because they made me feel bad, man, because I'm still an iRacing fanboy, I guess you could say. And I still, brag about iRacing and how much I love iRacing and how great iRacing is for racing sim. And then we had this conversation. He was like, is iRacing the X-Plane of racing sim? And I was like, I paused for a second. I was like, you know what? I think he's right. I think he's right. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Darth Vader, you played Falcon 4.0 back in 2003. Man, you guys are going way back. Going way back. There's some people in the chat who weren't here in 2003. You really recommend giving it a go. It's more difficult than DCS, but it's $5 and worth every penny. I mean, that's not a good seller when you say it's more difficult than DCS. So is it only the Falcon? Because I'm seeing screenshots in here of A-10s, F-18s, or are those like enemies or allies, like stuff you can't fly? I see a Vigan in here, a Eurojet. I think it's a Eurojet. Is that a Eurojet? Is there like a tutorial on how to do I use, like, I don't know if I have time to learn this game. Like I barely have enough time to be current in DCS, to be honest. But what you guys are saying sounds freaking cool. Man, this looks like this is not the X-plane of combat sims. This is the P3D. I'm looking at this screenshot here, and that looks like P3D. Like if somebody would have sent me this screenshot, I would have thought this was P3D. This is below X-plane. This must be some Lockheed made stuff. It is only the Falcon. You can fly the Tornado, F-18, Harrier, blah, blah, blah. I missed it. Hold on, let me catch that again. Harrier and a few others, but they use Viper avionics. That's weird. Okay, gotcha. That's really weird. You can fly any plane, but they have F6. That would be, yeah, I would just not fly anything else. Yeah, P3 is more accurate. Yes, DCS is a combat sim, combat flight sim, I guess you could say. I would put DCS in the mil sim category of like military simulation, like squad, Arma. Even though you don't do ground stuff much, I would put that more in that category. All right, guys, let's pay attention to our flight. We are about to dip below the clouds, about to dip our toes in these marshmallows. Okay, so weather again in Houston, updating that is again saying at 140 at 15 knots. Visibility is 10 miles, scattered 1700, broken 7,000, broken 25,000. Temperature is 2.21. Altimeter is 2988. Ocho. Let's put that in because we are now below 18,000 feet and we have stopped descending. We must be at altitude restriction. That's my guess. Cause I have a second top of descent here. Let's go 2988 here, and it will turn out of standard. It is 2988 one time, 2 times. All right, let's go find out what our ILS frequency is and if we have the right one. How do I get to that? Flights. Yes, I want the Toro transition. That's the thing that interests me though, Rod, is the dynamic campaign that you speak of. The graphics looks not great. The planes themselves are not horrible, but the graphics of everything else besides the plane don't look great. We might need to change our transition here. We might need to change our transition based on what I'm seeing down here. Yeah, let's not go via Toro. We need to change that. But the dynamic campaign is what definitely interests me. That is definitely what interests me. So, and I mean, DCS has dynamic PvE, PvP multiplayer campaigns, but they don't really have a dynamic single player campaign. I've tried using, what's that thing called? That program you can download to make like campaigns. I can't remember the name of it now. I tried that. It's actually pretty cool, but I haven't got very far with it. Let's do switch to the Woodlands transition here for ILS 188. Let me go with that. That makes more sense to our route. So let's go with our FMC. Make that change. Well, so departure, arrival. ILS 08 right. Toro is no Woodlands. Execute that. changed. Yep, it changed. All right, good. Liberation, yes, that's what it's called, Liberation. I haven't re-downloaded it since I got the new PC. But before, I was having trouble with frames. It was killing my frames with all the objects it was loading in, like all the stuff going on. Like, it was so cool and immersive, in my opinion, because you load into a mission on DCS and there's crap going on. There's planes taking off. If you do a carrier mission, there's planes taking off the carrier. Like, it's so much going on. It feels like a campaign. It's so cool. And that's one thing I'm missing in single player and sometimes in multiplayer. And so if I'm not playing it with anybody, it's kind of cool. And then you could also do a multiplayer Liberation campaign if you get some guys on a server together. I have not yet set a server up yet, but eventually I want to do a Liberation campaign. So it's cool. I don't know if it's updated, but it's been really hard on frames. On my new PC, it'll be better, but it will still suck for everybody else. And we did like a test a while back that did okay, but we all died from SAMs. So anyways, localizers 109 is 7. Which is down here, right? Okay. Yeah. Yes. No. That's our ADF. Here it is. This is our nav. 1097 and 0. Yep. All right. That should be active. Yeah, I think it's active. All right, cool. That's good. Our CRS for runway 8 in Houston is 087. Liberation works much better now with multi-threading. Huh, you know, that's good. I need to download it. Like I said, when I get back, this week I'm very limited on what I can do because I'm trying to get ready for a trip. But when I get back in town and I'm kind of like back in the rhythm of things, there's a lot of things I want to do. I still want to fly the ATR in Microsoft Flight Sim that just came out yesterday. So I got to do that. Definitely going to be back on DCS. I might fly some more A10. I don't want to forget how to fly the A10. I spent a lot of time learning how to fly the A10. I felt pretty good flying it last Friday. A lot of fun flying with Data and Trey. And I do love the F-16. Don't get me wrong. And I want to learn it. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. My mind is barely barely retaining how to fly the F-18, the Apache, and the A-10 right now. That I'm having, I would have trouble learning the F-16. So if I learn the F-16, I gotta forget something. That's kind of how it is. Like, my DCS box of knowledge is like, I feel like pretty close to capacity. If I add an F-16 in it, there's a hole in it, so something else is gonna fall out. All right, we are below 10,000 feet, by the way, guys. Land lights are coming on. Logo lights, we might need it because it might be a little dark. It's a little cloudy. The rest of that looks good. Did I turn the strobes on? Yeah, I forgot the strobe lights. Zibo signs coming on. And we don't have turbulence, but we are descending. So we'll prepare for landing here soon. We'll be on a right downwind from 108. Right, we'll be going south of the airport. So if it's not too cloudy, we might see downtown Houston. But I don't think so. It's pretty cloudy right now. I know you could. I know you could teach me the F-16, but like I said, I would have to forget something else. I would have to sacrifice something to learn the F-16. I would have to forget the F-18. That's not true. That's not true at all, actually. I don't know. I do. I really do. I do love the F-16. I freaking love our F-16 livery. We have three amazing F-16 liveries for Blue Arrow Force. We have a desert one, we have a black one, and we have the regular classic gray one. And I don't get to fly them enough. I love flying. I love the way the F-16 flies. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love everything about it. I really do. I really do. Is it simpler? All right, we're looking good, guys. We're looking good. Do auto brake 3. You do, man. Check them out, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure. Just search Blue Arrow Force, and you'll find them on the DCS user files. We have all of our liveries there. The F-16 one, they're sick. Man. I know they're mine, but they're freaking dope. I didn't make them though. Aviation 360, one of our members made it. And if he's watching, either now or in the future, I want to say huge congrats to Aviation 360. I just got a text from him saying that he may be starting his real-world training. He got the green light from his dad to pursue flight training. So I am so excited for him. I know he loves aviation. I know he's been flight simming with us for a while. He's been joining our F1 World Tour and stuff like that. So it's been nice. All right, we are downwind, runway 086,000 feet, and Houston is right on our right wing right now. Houston intercontinental traffic, United 116 on a right downwind for runway. You know what? This whole time I have been on the wrong freaking frequency. I just realized it. Alright, now we're on Unicom. Whoops. Houston intercontinental traffic, United 116, right downwind runway 08 right at 6,000. So expecting the ILS, Houston. Emily, welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat, my friend. I hope you're doing good. If you guys are just joining us, we are United Airlines 116 flying a real-world route from Pensacola. New scenery on X-Plane 12 for Pensacola to Houston. The real-world flight number is United 1681. It's actually already landed. And we are on a right downwind right now for runway 08 right at 6,000 feet. Looking good so far. Yeah, we're in IMC, James. We are in IMC today. Yep, there's the airport right there. That's cool. Yep, so we're south of the field. Should be flying over I-45, like right now. I think we're parallel currently with... I'm surprised we went this way. I feel like, depending on what the ops would be, we would probably go north of the field, because usually departures climb out to the south. And we'd also kind of mix in with the southwest traffic at the Hobby Airport over here. But hey. Emily, you actually managed to kind of learn the F-18 air to ground, but always seem to miss bombs, always hit Mavericks. Also can never understand laser guided bombs. They're your biggest enemy. Searched up a tutorial, but no help. Yeah, laser guided bombs are pretty tricky to learn. They're really not that hard, but they are tricky because of the way you do it. Alright, Clay, I'll catch you later, man. Sad you won't catch the landing, but man, get that homework done, and I'll catch you later, man. When are you doing your next flight for the World Tour? Speaking of that, if you didn't get a chance to watch the last video, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. We have a special giveaway for a Moza R5 bundle direct drive wheel, sponsored by Moza. For those who are participating in the F1 World Tour, you don't have to do every single flight. It is 23 flights, 23 legs. Short and long, but you don't have to do all of them. You just need to do as many as you can. Each time you do a flight, you would gain XP. The requirement is to get a minimum of 6,000 XP to be eligible to win the Moza R5 wheel at the end of the season. And I'll also be awarding some extra bonus points for a few different flights throughout the season, which should definitely put you over that threshold as long as you participate. So definitely check that out, man. Super thankful to have Moza sponsor that. That's a big freaking deal. If you're into flight simming, if you're into sim racing, that wheel is so good. I just got it myself. I raced with it yesterday, and I'm loving it, man. I'm in love. Like, I'm actually a little sad that I'm not driving right now. But I'll see you, Clay. Catch you later, man. Catch you later. Let's make sure people were aware that there is a giveaway going on. And again, it's until the end of the season. End of the season is in November. So you have like 6 months or something like that to get this done. So don't procrastinate. Get it done. Alright, so we're hanging out at 6,000 feet. We need to be at 7,000 in the woodlands. Which is weird that that waypoint is called the Woodlands, because that is nowhere near where the Woodlands is. The Woodlands is a small city north of Houston. Very popular to go like shopping, popular, it's like a river walk there and stuff like that. It's a really nice area. Actually, I don't live too far from it, but it's definitely not where we are. Honestly, we could actually get down a lot sooner. We could cut this approach in half here. We don't have to go all the way out to the transition point. Let's go to our data. And yeah, let's make right base. Let's get down to 4,000 feet manually here. For like 1,500 feet per minute. And we'll turn our base here. And we'll cut this. We'll cut this about 10 miles short. We still have to go 10 miles this way at 210 knots. That's quite slow. So I'm gonna get my heading bug out. I'm gonna vector ourselves to the right. And heading select. It's gonna take us out of LNAV and VNAV mode. We're now manually descending ourselves through IMC. You can see we are 17 miles DME, and we'll go ahead and call our base. Houston Intercontinental Traffic, Houston Intercontinental Traffic, United 116 right base, 108 right, Houston. Yeah, man, we are in it. Alright, and we'll bring that music down and prepare to focus on this landing here. Now this will be my first landing in a Zibo in probably 6 months. And as you guys know, X-Plane feels a lot different than Microsoft Flight Sim, especially in the Zibo. It felt great taking off, and now we're gonna see if we can get this baby to see if we can get a nice butter here. Alright, flight attendants, prepare for landing.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Landing lights are on. Let's go get our approach mode on. Here. Now we are slow enough for the first notch of flaps. We're gonna wait for it though. I do like that too, James. I do like the, I think you mean the IR guided Mavericks. We can use a TV to, or the actual TV on the Maverick to look, yeah. I don't do a lot of unguided bombing either. Those are definitely difficult. If you want to drop the bombs, we have to like get the plane in the perfect position. Those are very difficult to do. So I don't recommend that for beginners, to be honest. All right, here we go. On the ILS, nice, or on the localizer. And Houston Intercontinental Traffic, United 116. Now, 15-mile final on the ILS, 8 right, Houston. Alright, let's check the overhead here. I believe we should be all good to go. I just realized that we never set our altitude to 2,000. It was at 31. That's close enough, I guess. Nobody passed out. The auto brake is set. Speed is currently 200 for 13 miles DME. Go flaps 5. Whoa, what's going on there? All right, there it is. We've captured the glide slope, and we have captured the. Get an auto throttle disconnect. Happened there.
All aboard!
Alright, what's our speeds here? Should have checked that earlier. Thank you, the Bloss. I know that's your name. The Blow. Thank you for the sub. Welcome aboard. We, my friends, are landing. Oh, here we go. Flaps 30, 145. Set that there. Thank you as well, Micah, for the cheers. Thank you so much for that, man. Alright guys, we are 9 miles DME 9 miles out. Get nice and slow down. What was it? 145. I'm just gonna put it right in 4. We'll go straight to it. 145 right now. Let's go. 145 set. Oh, okay. Nope. Chill. You know what I'm saying? This is my mouse acting up right now. So this is why I need a new mouse. This is why. Alright. Flaps 10. Oh, we're a little fast for that. Speed brakes out. My auto throttle's off. That's great. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Slow the heck down. The autopilot's on, it's just my freaking auto throttle's cut out. Might have to fly from here, guys. Well, we're 5 miles out. Gear down, let's go. Alright, it's gonna be a scrappy one. Let's get everything set. And guys, we are landing right now. Alright, speed's still trying to come back. My aircraft. Oh, sweet. You got your Boeing racing cockpit? What, you mean your Boeing flight sim cockpit? Not a racing cockpit. I just use it for racing. Alright, we're low right now, so let's kind of correct that. Speed is coming back nicely. There we go. Alright, flaps, or not flaps, but speed brakes, retract those. Houston traffic, United 116, short final runway, 08 right. Power. I think my friend would be pretty pissed if I land on his house. My flaps are down and armed. Not flaps, but speed brakes are armed. Alright, we have a good visual. We're high now, of course we are.
500.
Alright, gears down, 3 green, auto brake sets. Clearance received. Go fast.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Saved it. Loaded it, but we saved it. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanna do it again. Yeah, I wanna do it again. I'll do it again. Alright, going for a ride. Airspeed alive.
80 knots.
Hold on.
Positive rate.
You're up. We are on Vatsim. There's a cargo ramp down there in Houston. That was very close. Pretty sure we hit a fence or something at the end of the runway. All right, guys, we're gonna go for a take 2. That landing was okay, but I don't know. I want to land again. Like, it's not fair. I only get to land one time. And we've been here all this time. I know, bro. If I would have left the engines in full throttle long enough, it would have blew the engines. Like that is simulated in the Zibo, by the way. If you guys don't know, if you leave your throttles full throttle for too long, you will blow and get a fire in both engines or either engine. I don't need no sneaking clearance. All right, we are now north of the airport. It's actually a really cool park. See where that river is? There's a park that's near there that I like to go bike riding. I can't remember the name of the park though. Where can you get the latest update for the Zibo mod? I can send you the Google Drive link. I don't know where to find it, to be honest. I just have the link. I don't know where to get the link. Does that make sense? So remind me again after we land, like we're watching a replay or something. I can send it to you. I have it saved in my favorites. And Houston traffic, United 116. Once again, left downwind now. Runway 08 right. I know, right? Imagine being a passenger. You landed. You're like, ah, finally there. And then all of a sudden, you take off again. It's on the...
Every day.
Thank you,
test
Micah.
results are in. Let's print them out. NN. NNNNNN. NNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNN. NN. NNNNNN. NNNNNNNNNNNNNN. NNNN.
Alright, guys, make our left base turn over what looks to be Interstate 45. This road goes all the way to Dallas if you continue north. And if you go south, it takes you to the beach. Yep, that's 45. And that right there is 1960. And this intersection is actually also on American Truck Sim. You can drive up 45, or you can drive down, I think you can drive down 1960, or a piece of 1960. A very small scaled down version of it. Alright, gear back down. We're on left downwind. Our speed is good enough for flaps 10, I think. And Houston traffic, 9116 now, left base runway 08 right. A nice little visual traffic pattern we got going on, making a left turn now. Little steeper. Alright, we're below the glide slope, right over these people's houses. I legit, like my friend, I have multiple friends actually that live like in that neighborhood down there. So they'd be quite upset if I landed on their houses. So, alright, there we go. And rolling out on the localizer like a freaking pro. Alright, let's try this again. And slow down a bit first. And Houston intercontinental traffic, United 116 now, short final runway 08 right, full stop. Stand. Alright, drifting off to the left just a little bit to bring it back. We're right on the glide slope though, looking good. Speed looks solid. Let's give it a little bit more power, a little bit more trim.
500.
Below. Alright, landing number 2. Send in your guesses. Usually in real life you get some really cool parallel landings here on that left runway. And there's a runway to our right as well. You can fly over all those runways. Below. Hold it there. Just hold it there. Just hold it there.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Oh yeah, money. Money. That was worth it. Reverse is green. call it a high-speed exit for a reason. Manual braking. Woo! That was 100% worth the redo. 100% worth it. All right, we're parking at Charlie, which is like way on the other side. We got a lone taxi. And Houston, intercontinental traffic. 9116 is clear. All runways taxiing back to parking. Terminal Charlie. Got AP gone. Thank you, James. I wouldn't say I'm good at this, but I like doing it. Alright, flaps up. And we need Houston scenery, people. I'm not kidding. This is default, which is actually not bad, but it's not great. All right, strobe lights off. Light off. Taxi light, that's good. APU's firing up, I think. Yeah, man, we need scenery in IAH, man. I heard that someone is supposed to be making Houston scenery for Microsoft Flight Sim, but I haven't heard anything in a while, so I don't know if that's still going to be a thing. Because very often, scenery projects get announced and abandoned. And, you know, Houston is not the most demanded airport. You know, it's a good airport. It's a big airport. It has a lot of gates. Pretty big cargo hub over there on our left. And also there's another one over there. There's two cargo hubs at this airport. This is the international terminal right here. Spirit does not normally park here except for their international flights. Believe it or not, they do actually park in the international gates when they fly to like Mexico and stuff like that. Emirates does fly into Houston in their they use a 777, I think. But I have seen the Emirates A380 in Houston before. KLM flies here regularly. British Airways. Who's the other one? Qatar has multiple flights a day. What's the Japanese airline name? How's Hartsfield? Hartsfield by default doesn't look bad at all, honestly. There's a tower, which is not the right shape, but it's in the right spot. By the way, Flight Sim Expo, there is going to be a tower tour. So if you're planning on being at Flight Sim Expo, I recommend going to the website and look at the activities page. A lot of extra stuff you can do while you're here, besides just being at the event. You can go, there's like multiple tower tours. I think one of them is of HOU. There might be one of the North Airport of IAH. I'm not sure. There's a Tracon tour or something like that. Hey, ERJ, I'm taking this. No. Come on, man. Come on. What is this, freaking multiplayer racing? Delta Corsa, public lobby. What was I saying? Yeah, so there's that. There's multiple really cool like tours going on, so check that out. Going on, I think, on Friday and Thursday. I can't remember what days they are, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, FSDT, FS Stream Team said they're going to make one. They said theirs should be done before FS Expo. Very underrated, and can't stand the fact that no one... I agree. Well, here's the thing. It's not that no one has made it. Just no one has done it good. There was 2 sceneries that came out either late last year or early this year. For X-Plane specifically, none for Microsoft, but a couple for X-Plane, and they were horrible. Like, one of them was so bad that it was re-released as freeware. No kidding, which is crazy. That's how bad it was. I've never heard of a scenery being so bad that it was re-released as freeware. Like, that's crazy. Like, you can't even give it away. I wouldn't take it for free. Anyways, that's enough about that. But yeah, it's good. Especially with it there being an expo here, there definitely needs to be. We need scenery for both of the major airports, for Hobby, HOU in the south, and then IH, which is this one. There's been freeware hobbies before, which have been pretty solid, but that's about it. All right, here we are coming up to the ramp, and you know what we got to do. We got to go and marshal ourselves in. Turn the lights off. Get down there on the ground. and get our wands out of our pocket and marshal ourselves in. Airport ground handling simulator in X-plane. All right, bring it in. Oops, uh-oh. This way. That way. Almost. A little bit more. Right there. Nice. Alright, you're good. Brakes. Yeah, I heard the one on P3D was pretty solid. But sadly I never had P3D, so did not get a chance to experience the P3D version of Houston. So, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that, and sadly, I'm gonna be pretty picky about what I see, since I obviously live here and I spent a lot of time at the airport, working at the airport. So, all right, guys, we made it. Welcome to Houston. Welcome to H-Town. Thank you guys for the visit. Hoping to see everybody at Flight Sim Expo this year. You can type in !FS Expo in the chat, and that will give you a link down to the expo. Again, you can use my promo code BLU to get 10% off your tickets if you decide to go. And now it is time for us to watch the replay of, I guess, both of our landings, since we did two. Got you guys a 2-for-1 deal here today. And I'm gonna turn the sound up because I forgot I had the sound turned down for landings. We'll turn it up. The sound of Zibo is one of the best parts. One of the best parts about Zibo. Oh yes, I got you right now, bro. While I'm in between things, I got the Zibo link for you and anybody else who wants it. Here it is. Here it is. Alright, let me know if that works for you. If it doesn't, I can resend it like on Discord or something. That should work. That's a long link. It's a Google Drive link. And that's where I downloaded this version I have right now. So, I think it's like version 5. Early access version 5.7. That's the one that I'm using right now. I just downloaded it this morning. Alright, cool. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Alright, let's go watch our replay. Let's go see how we did. Okay, pause. I guess we could watch the first one first. Please don't crash. It might crash though. Oh, it's jeez. I hope it doesn't crash. I heard that X-Plane's been having problems with crashing when trying to go back to the replay. That would suck, man, because we actually had a good landing. Like, I didn't hate the first one. I just thought we could do better. And the second one, yeah. Yep, it crashed. Dang it! Ah. That sucks. You know what we need? We need a Blue Games bobblehead. I'm serious. Where can I get a bobblehead made of myself? I want one. With the shades on. This would be a good chance to test a new scene I made. Let's see if this works. Oh, it is. Is it blurry though? It's a little blurry. Yeah. Alright, well guys, that's it. Sadly, the replay crashed. But the good news is the sim didn't crash during our flights. We made it to our destination. We finished the flight. We completed the flight. I don't even know what my landing rating was because that's not working either. But it's okay. Fun flight, man. Go check out Pensacola when it comes out here soon by FS Designs. Great job to their team. Thank you for continuing to support X-Plane scenery and support the sim. And again, really looking forward to a good Houston scenery as well for the main airports and even the surrounding airports, even if I have to do it my darn self. So yeah, guys, it's been fun. Again, this is my last stream for the week. I'll be back next week. And don't forget to check out the F1 World Tour, man. We have a Moza Racing wheel giveaway, direct drive wheel. It's a $500 wheel, I think. Or is it $600? It's expensive, more than I want to pay, but I definitely would have paid because it's 100% worth it. But yes, Captain Canada, XP72, Dre Sanchez, all say we're going to FS Expo, so I'm looking forward to seeing them there as well. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, HD. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, James. Appreciate you so much, every single one of you, for continuing to support the stream. It's been a fun journey. I've really enjoyed it. But guys, that's it for today. Any questions, you can always leave them in the comments or send them my way on Discord. Also, if you have any questions about my setup, I have multiple videos talking about different pieces of the setup, so just go through my channel, or you can just go down to the description and click on the links there to take you directly to check them out. So guys, that's it for me today. It was a fun flight. This was a really nice flight. Like, seriously. This makes me want to fly X-Plane more. But as long as I can keep getting this feeling, this experience, the way the plane felt on takeoff, the way the plane felt on landing, just felt right. It really did. I know we floated a little bit, but I felt the cushion. I felt the... it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. It really is. But this was a good flight. I really enjoyed it, and I want to do more. So until next time, remember, you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys at the Flight Sim Expo in June. We out of here, baby. Sheesh. Yeah. Bum 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 bum.